In this video, we'll talk about using list. Last class, we talked about using map image. We have a new attribute. Don't forget the hash sign. And we have a new tag. Then those two has to be matched. And we have our area, shape, and rectangle or circle or poly. We have a coordinates, and we have our hyperreference. We have a title. We can use the online tool to get the coordinates. Today we'll learn something about the horizontal line, or something about the unordered list and the ordered list. So what's that? First, let's try for the HR tag. Remember, when we start coding, I suggest you to put this structure first. In this way, we can avoid some mistake. Okay, so for HR, first we have a title. H1 say practice, or let's say, okay, just the HR line. Okay, then we have HR. HR just a horizontal line. So if we write, yeah, you can see this line. So today we can control the width of HR. HR, like the width, 50%. Look here. If we reload, this is 50%. So that means we control the width. We also can control the height of HR, like 25 pixel. This is what we get. We reload the code. Can you see this area? So actually, HR is not a solid line. It's an area. So because it's an area, we can control background color, like blue, blue. Because it's an area, so actually we even can put some image as background. Background URL. We need to put the name of the image. We have a quotation V. Again, this image has to be with your code in the same folder. Look at my example. Here, this is the image used in my code. This should be together. I already uploaded this image on Tutorial, so you can download it for practice. So that's the way. Okay, let's see what we get. We get something like this. So actually, this image is repeated because it's multiple images. So if we don't want to repeat why this happened, because for the HR, we have a big area than the image. So image is repeated. If we don't want to repeat it, in this position, here, space, we put a long repeat, save it, and let's see what we get. Here, we just have one image, but this image on the left side. If we want to put image in the center, we just in this space here before the semicolon center. So we put it in the center. For the border, if we don't want the border, we can control it. BOR, border, we put a long. Then we get it. So this example is how we use HR. Actually, everything on the slides, you can see it. So just use those code. Next, we'll learn what means list. So first, let's see example here. This is a CIS website, like a Mansfield CIS, Computer Information Science. Here we have a list. This list is unordered here because we can say those are bullets. Then we have some link. So today we'll learn how to do this. So we want to get a new file, but I still want to get the structure. I suggest you to save this file, like use save as. But in my case, I just delete them because I want to make the coding look simple. Okay. First, we need a heading again. So because here we get what can I study, we want to do the same thing. So I move it up. So this will use H1. What can I study? And we need to close heading 1. And then we have some list here. So that's where we will use the UL, unordered list, UL. For UL, we need to close it, /UL. Then in the middle, we have list LI. LI just the individual items, like the computer science. Computer science. Close it. The single one is the same thing. LI. So here will be information systems. Close it. /LI. The third one will be LI and information systems AS. And we need to close it. Okay, then save it. And let's say what do we get. Just run it. So we get this. Looks similar with this, right? But here we have a brown color, and also those are linked. So what can we do? We do the same thing. First, we control the HR, use CSS. HR, we change the color, brown. That's for color. And for the link, remember how to do the link? And after the LI, but before computer science, we put the anchor and the href hyperreference. Here we need to get the web address. We just click the computer science. We get the widgets here. We copy the Control C, and we just post here. And we need to don't forget to close it. If you don't close it, everything will be a link. So we need the /A. We close it. So let's see what we get. Reload it. We get a link. If we click it, we go to Computer Information Science. So you can do the same thing for other code. Like here, remember you should put the anchor after LI, but before information systems. Also, you should close it here. It means before the /LI, but after information systems. Okay, that's about how to use link. We can put some control about the link. You can say for the unordered, the default, we get some dot here. If you don't like the bullet, the shape of the bullet, you can change it. First one, we can learn that if we don't want to use the bullet, we can put the none. So let's in the code, we should put the UL. Here we have list style and style. Then we have type. List style type. Here we put a none. Save it. And say what do we get. We don't have the bullet. if we want to change like a score, so we get the score. So that's the shape. That's the type of list style. We also can control the style position, inside or outside. Inside or outside. What means inside, outside? So we need to have some text here. So first, let's go to Mansfield. Here, we want to copy some text. Let's say we copy some text. Control C. And in our coding, we just post. Again, the position are important. Let me return it. So you can say, I want to put here. It means after computer science and before the anchor. I put the notable content here. I just Control V. You can see we get a lot of content. So I just return it. I just change the line so you can see the code in the same screen. Because the space doesn't matter, so you can change something like this. So you can say we have a list and we have an anchor. Here we close it. And the anchor, okay. So if we use like this way, everything will be as a link, means those context. So let's say it. This is not the right way, but I want to show you. So you can say everything will be a link. Why? That's because I put an anchor on the head, so everything in the middle will be a link. Here, actually, we don't want to do this. We just cut the anchor. The anchor should be close and computer science here. And that's the difference. So only this will be a link. Other thing will be a description. Here we are talking about what means inside and outside. What means inside, outside. So look at this example. This is outside because the bullet is outside the paragraph. So if we want to change as inside, we just put the link st style position on semicolon and the inside and save it. So we can say something we get as you can say difference. This become inside. So that's about inside, outside. Also, we can use the image for the bullets. How to do that? Just the same as background, colon, semicolon. We use URL, this is the address. Then we have for quotation sign, VGIF. Oh, yes. That's the actually here we should use the image list style image is not background, sorry. So we should delete this because we want to use the image as the bullet. So let's run it. You can say we use this image URL VGIF as a bullet. So that's about the list. For the ordered list is the same thing, but here we have OL. That's the difference. We use OL. So we can easily change unordered to ordered. We just put O here. You also need to change on this position because it's paired. So OL start, OL close. Save it. Then let's see what we get. So you flash it, we get this is called odd list. Sometimes if we don't want to start from 1, we can change it. For example, here inside the start time, we have a start equal to 100. Then we will let's say we reload it. We start from 100. Sometimes you will want to use use ABCD, lower alpha. We're using list style. So we will use from here OL, the list style, lower alpha, semicolon. Save it and refresh it. We start from, why we get it from CV, CWCX? Because we start from 100. So if we delete this, that will be start from ABCD. Start from ABC. So that's about list. That's what we will learn for today's the horizontal line on ordered list and ordered list for this video.